I've seen a lot of athleticism, to be honest with you. I've seen a group that is not scared of hard work. They're becoming more confident because they're understanding the game a little bit better. It's starting to slow down. They've been open-minded. They've taken hard coaching. I'm excited to watch them play, though, at this point in time. I think it's always a process. It's a process. A lot of moving parts. A lot of them haven't seen the high motion, the extra player, and that's just normal every year. However, they're on a fast track.
Now, I've mentioned to you yesterday about the receivers. Now, have you been enjoying those battles between the DBs and the receivers? It seems like there's been a ton of balls where they're just getting up there and just battling for those and seeing crazy plays on both sides.
Yeah, of course. As a coach, you love that, right? And I think the other thing is they're enjoying each other's company also. It's healthy, sometimes spirited competition, and we love that.
Now, how much are those guys, are they going to see the field on Saturday? Are they going to be, like, that first team going to be out there a lot, or is it going to be more just to see some guys you want to see in that game situation?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
And Keon Edwards, I just want to get a little bit on what you've seen from him so far since he joined camp.
Yeah, just again, came in a little bit late, but first of all, just a great mindset and attitude. It's been refreshing. Didn't know a lot about him, but he's fit right in, worked hard, and he's got a little bit of getting in shape, a little bit of catching up to do, but he's unfazed by it.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, of course.
Just wanted to ask you about the purpose of so Scott's not here, so then does he take on more of an advisory role from a distance now?
Yeah, so the role with Scott, we've had this established from the beginning, and he'll definitely be involved in a lot of advanced scouting, game planning. Obviously, it'll be a huge help to me from the overall perspective. I thought it was very important that he come up here and understand the personalities of our team, and also, build a relationship of his own. So he'll be invaluable, and his role will expand. It'll contract and expand throughout the season.
What matchup are you looking closely at in terms of position going to?
Can I just give you all of them? I mean, there's just a lot of people that have done really well in practice, that have really shined, they came in camp in shape. You can tell they've worked hard, but it's always got to transfer on game day. So that's why it is pretty much an all statement. I could go through people at each position group that I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have.
How much playing time are the ones getting?
Yeah, it'll vary. It's going to vary from position group to position group. Some will see very little, some may see none, and some may see a whole quarter.
And the running game so far, what have you liked about it?
Well, we haven't, again, that's what you want the game. What have I liked? The commitment to it, just the willingness to work up front, and, at the tailback position, it looks like we're going to be extremely talented there yet again. And so I'm looking to see what we can do on game day.
Seen ownership a lot from the vets in the years that I've been here, whether training camp or regular season. I'm seeing a lot of that acutely this year. Simone's leading drills alongside Thurman. I saw Ted teaching some of the younger defensive linemen. Certainly, Jagarad has his own ways of leading during warm-ups. And I don't think there isn't a guy on this team that Bo hasn't shaken a hand or high-fived or kind of made eye contact with. How important was that? Is that just something natural that's happened, or is that something that you kind of said to these guys that you were expecting?
Yeah, no, it's a fair question. It's all authentic. There's nothing prefabricated there. Meaning I haven't sat them down. We don't have a leadership council. We don't have a group. I have a great relationship with the majority of all those guys that have been in that role or are going to assume a piece of that role this year, or I can always go to them. But, it's their team. It really is. It's, our job to supply the vision and prepare them, and it's their job to go out and execute and, get the best out of one another. So, Bo is going to be Bo. I'm learning how he leads. Thurman, I'm learning how of course, I know Simone and Ted and JG. And, leadership's different every year because your team is different every year.
Is there something to be said, or something different, knowing that you have a quarterback who is cemented to be QB1? Last few years, it's been, the perception being 1 and 1A, a guy might come in depending on the situation. Tommy does like to have two quarterbacks, and I'm sure he will incorporate Matthew Schultz in some way, but Bo Levi is the guy. How different is that? Because that hasn't happened with this team for a few years.
Yeah, it's different for me being in this role. Of course, I've seen it when I was the defensive coordinator here. Of course, when Zach was here, maybe when Henry was here, and those things, it was kind of cemented. But I was in a different role, so yeah, it's different. But I'd say there isn't any kind of feeling except for it's just been fun watching Bo up close and in person versus what you hear and what you've seen on tape, and just watch them, and also just watching the quarterback room, meaning with Schultz and with Powell here now, just how they help one another. I see him hopping out on defense, taking, giving looks during the walkthroughs and things like that. So I don't really have a feeling any type of way. We know Bo's the guy, and we're looking forward to watching him perform.